right, so I'm gonna see if y'all make sure y'all can hear me. I think y'all can hear me. All right, so welcome. All right, let me tag somebody. Let's see. Oh Lord, I'm tagging the wrong people. All right, so let me just kind of share some information for you guys. Hold on. All right, let me just update this. Y'all give me a second. Welcome. If you're here and you just scrolling by, welcome. Hi. Guess I got the promotion. All right, so I needed the help. I needed to come on here and let's talk about this PPP right quick. I think that's it. All right, so you guys, if you got any questions, drop them down. Let's talk about this PPP, okay? The PPP is the Payment Protection Program. Payment Protection Program loan, right? All right, so the Payment Protection Program loan is a loan that is being offered by the federal government, and it's also being offered by the SBA. So the SBA is the Small Business Administration, right? So I know I have a lot of people reaching out to me, asking me a lot of questions about this PPP, the EDIL, the grant money. So let me go ahead and tell you, I have this particular client that's coming to me trying to get some help because they opened up a business, right? They opened up the business. They was operating in the business, applied for the PPP loan. All right. Then they filed their taxes, didn't file the company on there, open up another LLC or some other type of business. Now they're trying to apply for the grant and the EIDL loan and a whole bunch of other stuff. And so let me educate you guys, because a lot of people is doing the PPP loans and people having third parties doing it for them. So you're not reading your agreements, you're not reading your contracts, you're not reading none of that. So before you do all that, give me a second, baby. Go ask your sister for help. Before y'all do that, man, ask them people for them agreements. So let me give y'all some things that y'all need to know with these PPPs. First of all, Payment Protection Program. 1. All right, if you want the loan forgiveness, you got people out here telling you all you have to do is go get you a cashier's check, go get you a money order, write yourself a check. That is not considered a payroll, okay? Payroll is for anybody that has W-2 employees. It's reported on the 941 form that has to be submitted. It is not going to be considered a qualified payroll expense, and you won't be able to get that loan forgiven, okay? So let me also tell you this, right, with these PPP loans, right? All right, another thing that people doing, right? You trying to get the loan forgiveness, you taking the money and you spending it on personal expenses and thinking you're going to get a loan forgiveness. Well, how do you think you're going to get the loan forgiveness if you don't provide substantial enough documentation to show that you use those for proper business expenses? So you done bought your car, you done went on a shopping spree, done had your whole vacay, and now you can't produce the documents to have a loan forgiveness. Let me tell you guys something. Do you not know that you can call your loan subject due if they randomly, like a PPP loan, anything that came from the federal government is subject to being audited, which means at random, they can say, hey, show us your financials, show you what you spent the money on. If you don't have no clean ins and out or what you did that money, guess what they can do? Call that loan subject due, do an investigation on you, and then guess what you're going to have? Fraud. perjury, jail time, and any other thing. So listen, you guys, if you're getting the money for the PPP, the EIDL loan, any other, the grant money, even the money, okay, so y'all remember last year when they gave out the grant money, right? Even the grant money, you have to be accountable. You are being held accountable for. They want to know, did you really spend this money on these events? Like, let me tell you something. Now, I'm not going to knock it. I got the free money, all that other stuff that people out here doing. Because those agreements, your finances are subject to, your taxes are subject to. People saying, oh, all I got to do is not file my taxes. Excuse you? You cannot do that. The SBA, the Small Business Administration, no ma'am. They want to know what you did with that money. So you got people out here doing all kind of crazy stuff. Listen, this is the best time to come up and scale your business, grow your business, do anything. Like, just, be successful. Like, change your legacy, change your finances, change your life. Like, don't, you know what I'm saying? Don't. All right, thank you, Ryan. Do not, take this money and just be negligent and think that the government is not going to hold you accountable for that. You're going to be held accountable. So let me tell you what I'm telling people to do, right? Instead of you just sitting there and taking this money and being frivolous, go legitimize yourself, right? Legitimize yourself. Go get a payroll service. You know what I'm saying? Like, do your stuff right. Don't get yourself caught up. Don't let these people out here tell you, oh, your loan gonna be guaranteed forgiven. You could get the PPP. Oh, you ain't got to submit that. Let me tell you something. When you sign off on those loan documents, you agreeing to the following. You're agreeing that saying, hey, at any time you could come audit my financial records of my business. At any time you could come investigate me. At any time, like, people not making sense. Like, how you feel like you're going to get over on the government? Then some people think that the PPP is separate from the EIDL. Let me tell you, this is how it works. The bank is the middleman. The PPP is ran by the Small Business Administration, the federal government. So when you submit a PPP and then you send it goes straight to the SBA. And there's people out there on a PPP application saying that they didn't get the grant, they didn't get the EIDL. Like, these people ain't gonna know. They are going to know. So again, you cannot write yourself a check and say that's a payroll expense. That is not payroll at all. A payroll is literally an employee that gets paid, and they finances and their wages are reported on a 941 form. And then that's the form that you give them so that you can get the loan forgiveness. So please do not get tricked. Read your disclaimers. There is no payment plans if your loan don't get forgiven. Let's just say you miss a payment. They will automatically put your loan in default. Your whole assets and everything will become subject to the Small Business Administration. And believe Patricia when she say, I have seen the Small Business Administration take somebody's house. Okay? And I'm telling you, years of working with attorneys, and there is nothing you can do. There's nothing you can do. When you sign those PPP loan agreements, you're saying, I'm going to abide by all this. So there's no payment plans. Your loan, you getting these 25, 15,000. You get ready to try to pay the loan back and you miss a payment, the loan goes into default subject to. You can't pay these people back. Not only are you using your business as a secured, a guarantor for the loan, but guess what? Anything that's personally attached to you. So when I tell you, do not sit here and listen to these ignorant people that is telling people that, oh, your loan guarantee gonna get forgiven. All you got to do is, and you cannot send them people your rent bill. If you're working from home, you cannot send these people your rent bill. You cannot send them your utility bill. If you're not operating your business out of a storefront, that is not considered a qualified business expense. Like, when you get ready to submit and ask me how I know, I had to prepare my client's financial documents and payroll reports and send it in so that he can get his loan forgiveness. And let me tell you, we submitted those documents for him last year, and we still waiting on loan forgiveness. It's not guaranteed. So prepare yourself to make those payments. Don't default. These are not student loans. They cannot be deferred. Okay? So be wise. Don't listen to people. If you're going to take the money and come up off of it, take the money and come up off of it. Be wise. Seek somebody, an expert. Seek a financial person. Get you a payroll system put in place. Actually pay yourself. It works. Like, go to a payroll company, sign up, have them take the money out your business account and deposit into your personal account. Get you direct deposit, get your W-2s, get all of that stuff set up. Don't take chances with y'all. So people think that the government is playing. Okay, that's all I'm saying. The only reason why I'm doing this live today for you guys is because y'all know how I am. Every time I get a bunch of people coming to me asking me questions, I hate to see black people. Y'all, open up the door. I hate to see us black people. We fall into these traps because we don't know. And then sometimes we ignorantly don't want to go know. Like you okay with just somebody telling you anything. Like, how you doing? You want to make sure that you got people setting up these PPP loans for you, and you're not educating yourself, and you're not asking no questions. You just all psyched on and excited because you're getting 10K, 15K, thinking it's going to be forgiven. Go read the disclosures. Go read how the forgiveness part is determined. It is not your rent bill, your utility bill, and them people is not going to take no prepaid, no rewritten receipts that you don't just produce out of the clear blue sky. The IRS and the Small Business Administration do not work like that. I had a client, I'm going to tell y'all this. I had a client that came to me. All right. So they end up on the IRS, which I kept telling them not to do certain things, but they kept doing it anyways. All right. So finally they got audited. So they asked me, what should you do? Because I don't have these receipts. I said, if you don't have the receipts, then pay the people their money. Because ain't nothing you can do. You can fight it all day. If you don't have the receipts, they is not going to forgive none of that. And when I tell you we had to produce receipts for this client for that loan forgiveness, and it still has not been approved yet. Not saying it's not, because he had legitimate business expenses and had a physical location. But I'm just saying, like, y'all don't take them chances. It's not that serious. And then, like, be wise. Like, if you get the PPP, they offer you 15, but you don't really need the whole 15. Think about it. Tell yourself, if I can't get this forgiven, will I be able to pay this? And then once you ask yourself that question, then get an amount that you know you can commit to and pay, and then pay that portion. Like, don't be greedy. Don't overindulge when you don't got to, because the forgiveness part is not guaranteed at all. And I'm seeing so many people that's going to get messed up behind this when it all hit the fan. Because your loan, your first initial payment is 1 year from the date that you actually get your PPP loan. So if you got it last year in July, your payment about to be coming up. You're going to be getting a letter in the mail pretty soon. Unless the government pass some other type of bill. But other than that, honey, you're responsible for that loan. And so please do not let these people tell y'all that. Do not just get this money. And then, yes, they open it up now where a sole proprietor can get it. But let me ask you a question. A sole proprietor with the DBA, a sole proprietor that has an account, a sole proprietor. And let me tell you about these sole proprietor people. Let me tell you, right? So think about this. A legal business entity is one thing. So you get your PPP, you get your business account right here. All right. If the SBA had to audit anything, they're going to just investigate your business. Now, all these sole proprietors, they got these side hustles and got these PPPs. You're subjecting your personal finances and your personal life to get this money. And for people to go through and look all in y'all business and all that. If y'all okay with that, I'm okay with that. But I'm not okay with the SBA and the federal government and everybody and their mama in my personal finances. So y'all have to be real careful. And then I tell everybody, if you get it from day one, make sure the transactions are clean. They give you 15 grand, you go spend $1,000. Make sure you have $1,000 for each transaction and each receipt. Do not take those chances. It's not worth it at all. So let me tell you, let me give y'all some quick tips real quick. So one of the ways you can do is get a payroll company. The next thing you can do is get legitimate business accounts. So like, for example, you got a cell phone. Turn the cell phone. It's easy. You ain't got to start a whole new services. Call your cell phone company and say, hey, let me switch this over to a business account. Now you start paying that bill. That is a business expense that's legitimized. Your bill gonna say whatever your business name is, right? So that's what you want to do. Like get real business expenses, okay? Like don't think that y'all gonna be able to sit on a computer and Photoshop some receipts, because y'all in for a rude awakening. And when I say a rude awakening. And people is getting in trouble. Like, y'all gonna see it just a little while. And it's just crazy because every time I talk to somebody just, I'm like, Lord, how can somebody just let anybody tell you anything? How? Oh, somebody told me all I had to do this. You didn't read those papers? You just not gonna read it, huh? You just gonna go based off what somebody say. Then you got these crooks and shiesty people out here, oh my God, charging people thousands of dollars to get a PPP loan approved for them, right? So let's just say you got somebody that's crooked. They saying, hey, I can get you a PPP. I know exactly what to put in the system. Let me tell you something. I had somebody come to me and try me like that. Don't y'all come to me and try me with no crooked mess like that. I'm not going to jail for nobody. Do you understand what I'm saying? So listen, you got somebody that's saying, I'm gonna give you $1,000, right? I'm gonna give you, I pay you $1,000 if you do all this so I can get a PPP loan. Guess who was responsible for that? You is. So you don't pay them $1,000 to falsify these documents for you, and guess who gonna get in trouble? You are. Guess who got to pay that money back? You are. They gone and I told you a whole lie. A whole lie. Y'all better read them loan documents. And if you don't know what the terminology is, you better use Google University and try to get an understanding so that you know what you're gonna be responsible for. But anyways, you know I had to get on here to kind of educate my people, to tell y'all about these PPPs. So if you need legitimate payroll service, just DM me, message me, let me know. My company do offer payroll services and we'll be glad to help you. Now, that is considered a legitimate business expense. I can't help you with the rest of that other stuff. So I'm just going to let y'all know that right now. And you talking about you not filing your taxes is not going to be the answer to that solution, because them people gonna want to know. They're gonna say, hey, you need to produce something, a profit and loss or something. Okay, so you guys have a wonderful Monday. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you. Stay blessed, be honest, tell the truth, come up and do right. If you're getting all this money, do right. You got an opportunity of a lifetime to create a legacy, put something up for your kids, establish yourself. So like, do right. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't know, you know what makes people ignorant? When they don't ask questions. You go ask. Somebody's going to tell you the truth. Do you understand what I'm saying? Somebody is going to be real with you and say, this is what's what. Somebody's not going to try to knock your head off. Somebody that's going to lead you in the right path. If somebody tell you, hey, you ain't really got a legit business, baby, don't do that. Listen. Because let me tell you, federal time is real. Them fines are real. And if you're doing this stuff as a sole proprietor, I would not advise that you do a PPP loan at all. You're subjecting your personal assets, your personal finances to the SBA and the federal government. So again, I love you guys. Thank you for your support. If you haven't checked me out, I'm doing a virtual Biz Up event this weekend. You can tune in. If you can't make the time, you still can register and you can definitely have the playback. But I'm going over all the legal formation, all the correct stuff, how to organize your business, all of that, so that you can be legit, so you can scale, so you can make some money. You understand what I'm saying? So y'all have a wonderful evening. Until next time, I see you soon. God bless you and be blessed. Bye.